Did you see that the Trump administration is trying to invoke state secrets privilege as a way to avoid answering any more questions from the judge about the flights that were sent to El Salvador? So if you don't know, as a recap, the Trump administration invoked the Alien Enemies Act and sent 2 planes to El Salvador under that law. And even though a judge tried to block those flights from leaving, the Trump administration defied the orders and did it anyway, saying that the order was sent out after the planes were already in the air, and that they did not have to follow the judge's oral directions to bring back those planes to the U.S. Well, the judge isn't just letting this go. He wants to know from the Trump administration, when did they get the order? When did those planes go out? What exactly happened on that day? And that's why the Trump administration is trying to invoke the state secrets privilege, or I plead the fifth, with people like Marco Rubio and Kristi Noem backing up defying the judge's orders, saying that giving more information to the judge would harm U.S. national security or foreign relations. Y'all really trying to claim national security on this? This, the same administration that accidentally texted out national security information to journalists? And I'm just guessing here, but this declaration filed against the Trump administration might shed some light as to why he doesn't want to answer any more of the judge's questions. This declaration was filed by one of the women who was on that flight to El Salvador under the Alien Enemies Act, where she exposes a lot of things that the Trump administration did wrong, including officials knowing that they were taking off against orders, that the woman thought she was going back to Venezuela. She had no idea she was going to El Salvador. And while they were on the plane, migrants were being forced to sign papers saying that they were members of the Tren de Aragua. I think this court filing gives us a good picture as to why the Trump administration is so against giving any more information to the judge. And remember, to keep up with news stories like these, sign up for my newsletter, check out the latest episode of my podcast, or follow one of my other social media channels, link in bio.